Another day, another journey. Now, I don't know why I've done it sometimes I haven't done it, but today I got the research up on the screen so we can make it a little bit quicker. But today we begin our Billy Idol journey. I'm really excited. I've heard of the name, don't know much about his legacy and his music, so I'm very excited to learn about it. So here we go. William Michael Albert Broad. Okay. I like that. That whole name. That's dope. Professionally known as Billy Idol, is a British American singer, songwriter, musician, and actor. All right. He first achieved fame in the 1970s, emerging from the London punk rock scene as the lead singer of the group Generation X. Okay, never heard of Generation X, the group, I mean. Subsequently, he embarked on a solo career which led to international recognition and made Idol, no pun intended, made Idol a lead artist during the MTV-driven Second British Invasion in the U.S. The name Billy Idol was inspired by a school teacher's description of him as idle. Oh no. So he was like a lazy, do-nothing type of person in school. Well, I've actually learned that that's pretty common with a lot of successful people. A lot of successful people get bored with school. Like, that's something that I'm learning a lot as I get older. Anyway, I'm sorry. Second album, Rebel Yell. Okay, 2 million copies, very successful. Da-da-da. Okay. Well, I know he's a legend because, again, I've heard of the name, and I have heard of people speak to his influence. Usually they give me like some broad information, like, they give me like some pretty broad numbers, like how many albums in total he sold, how many albums he has. But nothing really. Idol spent the second half of the 1990s focusing on his personal life out of the public eye. He made a musical comeback with the release of The Devil's Playground in 2005, and again Kings and Queens of the Underground in 2014. Okay. Well, I'm excited to hear this. We start with Eyes Without a Face, which is dope. The name of the song is dope. And it's the official music video. We got some visuals. We'll do the song research afterwards. But I'm excited to hear this, and I'm excited to learn more about the great Billy Idol. So, yeah, let's get into it.
Could bring a fall when I'm far from home. Don't call me on the phone to tell me your love. It's easy to deceive, it's easy to tease, but hard to get released. Without a face, eyes without a face, eyes without a face, got no human grace. Your eyes without a face.
So I'm I'm lost. I'm lost. The visuals, at least. Like, what was happening just now? Like, I'm trying to piece it all together. And I'm definitely missing it. But the most impressive part right now is the beat, the song. That clap. Like, the beat is a vibe. The beat is a vibe. I'm still again, even with the lyrics, I'm still trying to like comprehend everything and really find out what or who he's talking about. But and even the visuals, like for the 80s, this is like really I don't know what to think yet, because I'm trying to piece it all together. And what was that language the backup vocals were singing? What was that? I got so many questions, but I'm sure the more I listen, the more I catch on. But it's a vibe. It's a real smooth vibe. It's definitely not what I was expecting.
Keep the dream alive. Now it makes me sad. It makes me mad at you for loving what is you. Eyes without a face. Eyes without a face. Eyes without a face. Got no human grace. Your eyes without a face. Someone else's pocket, then make a slip. Steal a car and go to Las Vegas. Ooh, gigolo, hanging out by the state line, turning holy water into wine, drinking it down. Ooh, I'm on a bus on a psychedelic trip, reading murder books, trying to stay hip. I'm thinking of you, you're out there, so say your prayers, say your prayers, say your prayers. I close my eyes and I wonder why I don't despise. Now all I can do, love what was once so like you, but it's gone from your eyes. I better realize. Eyes without a face. Eyes without a face.
Yo, this is like the 80s version of 9 Inch Nails Closer. Like, it's so like the dark and fire, and I haven't heard Billy speak to anything like demonic, but just the visuals. Like, again, it's like the 80s version of it. Of course, the 9 Inch Nails Closer, you know, you definitely could see the advancement in camera and cinematography. But, like, it just has, like, just the visuals of it all. Kind of reminds me of each other. Good gracious. All these people from work going crazy. Yeah, but like I'm still trying to like this is I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've been this like caught off guard with something in a while. And you see him, his style, and I guess his persona, so to speak. You wouldn't think that voice. Like you would think why am I blinking? I'm blanking, but God Save the Queen. Y'all know what band I'm talking about. It's gonna piss me off now that I can't think. But you think music like that, but the fact that he's singing is so melodic is like wow.
Rise without a face, such a human waste. Rise without a face. I know it's getting worse.
Yeah, Billy definitely reminds me of David Bowie and 9 Inch Nails. I feel like it's somebody else I want to reference, but again, you just see his style, and I just didn't think that was guy. I didn't see that coming. But it was, oh, I think I get the answer to the. Okay, hold on. So y'all see, we got the research here. Eyes Without a Face. Okay, from his second album, released in 1983. Second single. Okay. So this isn't the best portrayal. I've noticed that a lot. A lot of the first song that I react to from most artists, everybody says, "Yo, that's not the best representation of that artist." But it's like when you first react to an artist, you usually start with the big hit. But people usually say that's not the best representation of that artist. Most recently was Bruce Springsteen. I reacted to Dancing in the Dark, and everybody was like, nah, that's not Bruce Springsteen. That's definitely his poppy side. But anyway, this song is a softer, more ballad-like than most of the album's other singles. It reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. Well, it worked. It may not be the song that the people like, but it was number 4 on Billboard. A lot of times, guys, and again, I don't necessarily agree with it. I think artists should put out the music that they want to put out. But when you're making music and you're trying to sell it, you gotta have something for the radio. And if it takes, I guess, pulling out a different side of yourself in order to sell, I completely understand. So clearly this worked. Even though this song probably isn't the best representation of the album, you can't deny number 4. It was number 4 on the Hot 100, and it was Idol's first top 10 in the U.S. Yep, it worked. So that's French. Okay, what they were saying. Gotcha. The title of the song refers to the English title of French director. I don't want to butcher his name. So it's actually based off of a film of the same name. Gotcha. Music critics, they praised the song. Melody comprised of yearning verses that slowly build emotion and a quietly wrenching chorus that relieves the emotional tension in a cathartic manner. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Murder victims. Hold on. The movie concerns a plastic surgeon who vowed to restore the face of his daughter who had been disfigured in a car accident, and this quest led him to murder victims and graft their facial features onto his daughter in an attempt to restore her beauty. By the end, all that remained of her original face was her eyes. I like that. I like that. Eyes without a face. Gotcha. Idol saw some parallel between the movie and the moral decay he had experienced living in New York in the 1980s. I started to use Eyes Without a Face as a possible title lyric chorus for the song. I began to write words that in some disguised form spoke about my life in New York and a relationship gone wrong, on the edge of disintegrating into madness. Ooh. Perhaps I was reflecting on my own touring infidelities. In a way, those can leave you feeling soulless, especially if you're already in a relationship that you value but are degrading by looking somewhere else or looking elsewhere for additional sexual kicks. Well, that's we're no stranger to that story. I feel like almost every male artist that we reacted to have succumbed to the pleasures and just vices of the touring lifestyle and being a successful artist. Just a storyline that we've heard a lot on this channel from a lot of different artists. Idol said he improvised some rap verses. I'm so glad they mentioned this. So yeah, that middle part, I was like, cause the beat when it first started, I was like, yo, this beat is so hard. It sounded like a rap song. I said it before he even started rapping. I was like, and I meant to say it. I was like, yo, this sounds like a rap beat. Like it sounded like some 80s, slow 80s, like hip hop. And then he started rapping like in between. I was like, oh, like, so that was, I'm happy we see, okay. So it says Stevens came up with a hard rock guitar riff in the middle of the song. Idol said he improvised some rap verses over the riff because rap was everywhere in New York at the time and all the discos and clubs. So it made sense after my croon to start talking streetwise for Steve's supersonic barrage of sound. Great idea. Great idea. I love that part. That part where he was rapping, that was hard. That was hard. The music video was released June 1984 and subsequently nominated for VMA Best Editing. Yeah, like this video, again, I see so many parallels in it in today's or more recent music videos that I reacted to, that it was like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, again, that 9 Inch Nails Closer, I saw so many parallels in that compared to this, and this is 20 years before that. So that's incredible. Immediately after the shoot, Idol flew to perform in Arizona, where he discovered that his contact lenses had fused to his eyeball. Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, Lord. I don't even want to read that, but y'all can see it. Oh, gosh. I used to sleep in my contact lenses, and everybody is like, you know, them things could get stuck in your eye, right? I was like, whatever. And now that I think about it, gosh, I just, ugh. Billy Idol vocal, Steve Stevens lead and acoustic guitar, Sal Quavis bass guitar, Judy Dozier keyboards, Tommy Price drums, Perry Lister backing vocals. Yeah, man, I like it. We saw that it was number 4 in the US, 18 in the UK. Did really well all over the place. Don't have the certifications, but safe to assume it went gold or platinum. This was really good, man. I really enjoyed this. So now, but I know that this isn't the greatest representation of Billy Idol. So y'all let me know what I need to check out and what should be the next song for me to hear from Billy Idol. What is the best representation of Billy Idol? And that's what we'll react to in my next reaction. But I enjoyed it. I liked it. Again, very different. I really couldn't piece the lyrics in the video together. Y'all know I usually try to do that. But after reading it now, I get it. And seeing the parallels that he made from a 1960s, movie in from France to his life in New York, that's dope. So I see he's a very forward-thinking person, and looks for parallels, which is something that I also really, really like. So I'm excited to hear and learn more about this guy, man. Again, I know he's a legend. Again, so many people talk about him, so I'm really excited to hear and learn more about him. So y'all let me know what else from Billy Idol I need to check out. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, with Billy Idol, peace.